This is Larry Bonerato from LarryOnLearning.com, and this is your Morning Minute. When should you flood the zone? How do you take an organization from losing to winning? In the consultative approach, you work within the existing framework with the current leadership team to effect positive change. In the flood the zone approach, you bring in your own leaders, reorganize the team, and institute massive change. Or you can employ both approaches, improving some areas while you radically change others. I've successfully used all three in my work turning around losing businesses into winners. Some situations are so broken you need to flood the zone. That is when the organization cannot be turned around by working within the existing framework using the same leaders. You see this frequently when a new coach brings in his or her own assistant coaches to manage the team and install new processes. It usually takes a year or two to remake the team with new players, new processes, and a new playbook. When a business is so broken that it cannot effectively be repaired using the same people or processes, you must flood the zone. Such was the situation in 1993 when a new Saturn dealership in Savannah was under construction. The owner had not only hired the wrong construction foreman, he purchased a lot that was too small, and he was unsuccessfully attempting to manage the project from 125 miles away. They were way behind schedule, over budget, and he had upset most of the local politicians. Opening day was set for October 15th. Prior to my assignment, that was moved to November the 1st. I assumed oversight of the construction, smoothed over the issues with the Planning Commission and the local inspectors, and installed constant communication at the site. There was no easement for getting electricity permanently across the lot from behind us, so I tasked the owner to handle that issue. Then we seemingly endured non-stop rain for 3 solid weeks, delaying getting the lot paved and the exterior lighting installed. We moved the opening date to November the 30th. While construction progressed, I was tasked with recruiting, organizing, and training a new staff for all departments. With a new store, new processes must be written and installed. The parts warehouse needed reorganization, and we needed to send our technicians to Tennessee for schooling for 3 weeks, and the sales staff to Tennessee for 2 weeks. Opening was rescheduled to December the 10th. 3 days prior to that date, we still were not ready to open. I was furious. We were paying a staff who could not work in a building that we could not use without a CO, a certificate of occupancy. I pulled all the subcontractors together, telling them that we would all, myself included, work 24 hours a day to get our CO by the end of the day, December the 9th. On December the 10th, we opened for business at 7:30 a.m. We still had scaffolding in the showroom and the warehouse racks needed assembly. However, we were open, selling 4 cars that day. By flooding the zone, we accomplished what seemed impossible, and we were profitable from the start. We're currently watching as our new national government floods the zone. We have a new leader who brought in his own team. Their task is not to reorganize our broken government. They must remake it so that it works for all our people and within budget. So I ask again, when should you flood the zone? And that is today's Morning Minute.